So I was trying to make a video. I did make a video last night talking about the challenges and the things that I'm going through, and a little bit more about the experimental nature of the things that are happening to me. And I wasn't able to upload it. That was the first time I've had any issues with the Wi-Fi over at that location. And I'm pretty sure it's got something to do with what that guy was doing over here last night on that pole that was behind me. So I'll go ahead and I'll talk about it right now. So I've talked about mostly who's involved with attacking me. When I talked about the Freemasons, and I talk about the witches and the warlocks, and these witch covens, these Wicca covens, which is a very real thing for those who want to act like witchcraft is not real. But I want to talk about the experiments, the torture, and part of the goal that these people are trying to reach in attacking me. So it's been made very, very known to me that the trafficking is associated with them trying to breed. And this is a very Freemasonic behavior. These Freemasons believe in sex magic. They believe in ritualistic sexual abuse, a method to try to control the mind of a human being. It's associated with MK Ultra as well. But what I've been privy to is that they are trying to breed, which is one of the reasons why when I began having my SANE exams, when I was reporting being assaulted up here in Arizona, I started having a lot of pushback with the nurses because they didn't want to give me the medications to prevent pregnancy or disease. They didn't want to give me the exam. So when you take the SANE exam, you have to go to one of their family medical centers, family advocate medical centers that offer the SANE exam. And when you go there, they supply you with the exam, with the medications for to prevent pregnancy and STDs. But if you go to the hospital on your own accord, then you don't get those things. You have to pay for those things. And they're pretty expensive. They're not cheap. So when I got here, and this was not the first time I got pushback. The first time I got pushback was when I was in Oklahoma. And I started having the nurses and the police telling me that they were refusing me SANE exams. And this is because the rape and the goal they're trying to achieve is to breed. They're trying to make me a breeder because of my DNA. The significance in my DNA and my genetics. So I was getting like open and overt pushback with, we're not giving you, and they just flat out told me when I was in Oklahoma, no, we're not giving you a SANE exam. And here I had the Honor Health Hospital supervisor, Samantha, that was just stalking me for months, trying to prevent me from getting these SANE exams. And had a lot of, issues with, trying to get it done properly, trying to get it done to where it's not invasive as possible, and non-invasive as possible. And I just had a lot of pushback. Another thing that they've done to me with their experiment is they are performing radiation on me by using an applicator that looks like a tampon. It looks like some sort of a vibrator is what it looks like, really. And they insert into the vagina, the opening of the vagina, and they use radiation pulses to cure cancers of the vaginal area. It's basically like chemotherapy. And they've been using that on my genitalia as well, trying to ruin my womb. trying to ruin my womb. And that's where those burns on my thighs that I got in my videos have come from. They're radiation burns. There's no other place for me to get or receive radiation burns just out in regular life. That's the only explanation you're going to get. It's being directly administered to me by light torture. And light torture, they've been using a weapon where they can carry it around mobily. They've created it over at this company called DARPA. And I've talked about DARPA a little bit as well here on this channel, but I've talked about it a lot on my others. But DARPA has come up with a way to basically nanoize everything, make everything small and mobile. So they carry this little weapon around. And if you're homeless or you're living in your car, all they have to do is just drive up next to you. Or if you're in a hotel, they can just get the room next to you or the room in front of you or under you or above you. And they can actually perform chemo on you, chemotherapy, radiation therapy. But they're doing it to ruin your internals. They're doing it to ruin your body. They're ruining your nervous system. They're doing things to harm you. And that is part of the research that they've been doing and the experience they've been doing on me. A lot of this is them trying to study the healing process that I have, how I heal from these things. So a lot of torture has been administered for that reason as well, to see how quickly I heal and to also try to figure out why I have not developed some of the things they're trying to make me develop through this trauma they're trying to induce upon me, that they have been inducing upon me. Trying to figure out, why haven't they been successful at what they were trying to be successful at with administering this 13-year trauma, sleep deprivation, like I said, the physical torture. So you're dealing with scientists, you're dealing with doctors and nurses, as well as police, FBI, people who are involved in these covens, and people who are also involved in the order, which is the Freemasonic order, who are participating in this. And they're monitoring a lot of times because they're trying to see, have I been deprived enough from my sleep? Have I been deprived enough of my peace? Do I have enough annoyance? People, doing things to get on your nerves, doing things to crowd your space, and just little things that they feel like are going to set you off because you're going without sleep. So I wanted to talk about those things because that's one of the main things, one of the main reasons, why this is happening. Is there's method that these people are trying to discover, and they're trying to extract and discover certain things about your biology, about your physiology, your mental makeup, so that they can also use it with this AI. They're creating all kinds of AI, all these artificial intelligence, from video games to medical systems that they're trying to create, they're trying to advance, they're trying to improve. So a lot of it is coming from there. A lot of it is going toward that as well. Now, in my case, with them trying to breed, there's an array of things they're trying to accomplish with that. An array of things they're trying to accomplish with that. Because if you're able to successfully do that, you're able to successfully take a body with all kinds of cells and DNA and human abilities that they can actually research on discreetly. And so that's also one of the elements of why they're doing what they're doing. So it isn't just about money. It isn't just about traditional sex trafficking. That's why it's not done in the traditional manner. That's why it's being done the way it's being done. with the drugging and, you know, them following me around and torturing and doing these things to me when I'm out in the public. I wanted to also just make it very clear to the women who are true targets on this platform is, if you're experiencing any of these stalking, any monitoring by police and things of that nature, be very mindful that they're not doing this for no reason. And it is very easy for them to be able to sedate you and not make you aware that you're being sedated and violate you. So just be very meticulous about your environment, about your leaving your food behind in your apartments. If you still have an apartment, leaving your food unattended, leaving anything that you're going to put in your body, ingest, or put on your body, even down to your toiletries. Because actually sedations get into your blood system quicker through your genitalia. So these are all things that I'm hoping that people are being mindful of. And if you're not, I hope that you start through watching this video.